To begin Fox 17 News at 5 tonight, Michigan minimum wage hikes delayed until at least February of 2023.
A court of claims judge ruling today after last week's adopt and amend decision opened the door for a $12 minimum wage. Currently, minimum wage sits at $9.87 across the state, but the recently reinstated law would have changed that. Service workers seeing more than a $2 per hour raise. For tipped workers, more than double their current rate. Now, though, those pay increases will have to wait.
The Michigan Supreme Court issued a decision yesterday that has wide-ranging implications for civil rights protections.
The justices affirmed that our state's Civil Rights Act, passed in 1976, does in fact protect against discrimination based on someone's sexual orientation. Michael Martin joins us live in the newsroom with more on what's to come after this decision. Michael?
Yeah, the Elliott Larson Civil Rights Act of 1976 protected people here in Michigan from discrimination based on a lot of different things, including sex. In this case, the Supreme Court has said that within protections based on sex, people are also protected from discrimination based on their orientation as well, setting up a substantial legal precedent moving forward.
At long last, we have protections for sexual orientation and gender identity in so many different areas that we never did before.
On Thursday, the Michigan Supreme Court issued a decision in a lawsuit brought by a wedding venue in Sturgis. The venue had been investigated by the State Department of Civil Rights after refusing services to a same-sex couple, and in turn filed a lawsuit.
No longer will businesses, employers, retailers, educational institutions, landlords, realtors, or others be permitted to discriminate against a person in Michigan based on their sexual orientation or their gender identity.
Attorney General Dana Nessel argued in court that Michigan's Elliott Larson Civil Rights Act language should also ban discrimination based on someone's orientation.
And it's a day for justice, for us to celebrate equal rights and equal protection under the law for hundreds of thousands of our state residents that didn't previously enjoy that protection.
The Supreme Court, in their decision, affirmed that our Civil Rights Act does protect people from discrimination based on their sexual orientation, a decision that will have wide-ranging implications.
Here at the Grand Rapids Pride Center, we see people and talk to people every day that are seeking resources and, help because of that discrimination, because of, the way our world is.
The decision puts into state law that a person or business cannot discriminate or limit services to someone based on their orientation.
It's not going to completely stop it. But at least now we also have legal recourse if need be.
Jessica Krebs helped organize a protest against the Broadway Avenue several weeks ago, a Grand Rapids wedding venue that announced they would not be serving same-sex couples.
I mean, like I've said before, I think if you have a business, it should be open to everybody. You shouldn't be discriminating based on who somebody loves. That's silly.
It remains to be seen how the Supreme Court decision will impact their policies.
We still have a long ways to go, but every little thing helps. We have a little bit more freedom than we did yesterday. So that's always a good thing.
Now, the Broadway Avenue, that Grand Rapids wedding venue, is currently under investigation by the city of Grand Rapids for potential violation of our city's human rights ordinance. I reached out to the city this afternoon to see if this Supreme Court ruling would impact their ongoing investigation. I have yet to hear back.